This program may contain material that some viewers find offensive. Viewer discretion is advised. The content reflects the creator's views and is meant for entertainment purposes only.
What is going on, guys? It's windy outside. We had like a little shower here, which is fucking beautiful. It's raining, like pouring, cats and dogs, all sunny outside. Again, Texas weather for you, ladies and gentlemen. But of course, I am the House of Chain here. Welcome to Chapter 6 of the Hangman Outcast. And what's going on, Nick? Always happy to see you. You're one of the first to pop in. So, we got a lot to talk about this week, but we're going to start off with a method to the madness. A recap of last week. I'm not going to go into detail what happened last week, but like the stream said, bombs were dropped, right? Not just in Iran, right? That's the name of the episode, at least on the House of Chain side. So, people all week have been asking me, what was the method to all of it? What was the method to everything that has gone on, and even about the Hangman Outcast in general? Well, the Hangman Outcast was brought back for a multitude of reasons. One, to help David's channel get to 2,000 subs. To add something new to the Network 3000. To add like a show that people will talk about week after week, which we did. We have done even to this day. People still are talking about each episode of the Outcast, whether that be A.I Calls or certain other things that go on, certain things that were said, what have you. And the fact is that's the majority of the reasons. But there was one other thing. Actually, two. One was to let there be a voice for the voiceless. Because, I know it's a CM Punk moniker, but I consider myself the voice of the voiceless here on YouTube. I speak up for those who may not want to speak up. And so that was one of the things. And that's still going to be the continuing drive of the Outcast going forward. But there was something else. For the last 2 years, I've been trying my damnedest to be a less dramatic person. Do I love my little bit of drama? Yeah, well, who doesn't? It's entertaining. But I have been trying for the last 2 years to move forward, and because I know I am one of the more talented motherfuckers in this community, and that ain't a fucking me bragging. That's a shoot. That's a fact. I dare you to name me 5 other people, like more than 5 other people in this community that are as talented as I am, and a lot of people would agree to that. About me being one of the more talented people in this community. So I don't need to waste my time on frivolous drama, right? But unfortunately, there were leeches, there were scum that were in the midst of our community that were holding us down from us achieving greatness, because I do believe a lot of us can achieve greatness on this platform. Maybe not to the extent of Logan Paul or PewDiePie or people like that, but I feel like we are able to achieve greatness greater than a lot of other people that we know, that we've come across. What's up, True? How you doing, man? But unfortunately, there have been a lot of people, let's say a lot, a few bad eggs that have held our community down. Whether it's hot and it was rainy while being sunny. Go figure. That's Texas for you. Anyway, there was a good amount of people that were holding us down from achieving that because of whether it's their obsession, whether it's because of this, because of that, what have you. And so one of the goals of the Outcast was to speak up and to basically get those bad eggs to basically show themselves to even people that, are very good-hearted. And for that, mission accomplished. We are, for the first time in a very long time, we have gotten rid of the scum and the leeches and the cancers that we've been dealing with for the last few years. And now we have the opportunity to be able to make great content without needing to divulge into bullshit. Give me a second. My fiance is asking me if I want to shake. Yes. Anyway, we are at the precipice of becoming a perfect community. We don't have fucking anybody holding us back. We don't have anybody to worry about in terms of drama, in terms of any other bullshit. And we are able to move forward. We have taken care of the people that were either deemed a threat to our happiness, to our success. And now we can move on. That's why I renamed that last week's episode. Because while there were other people in the fray, it all stemmed from that. And that was the end of that saga. Because now we could just sit back and do what we do best. That's entertain everybody, have fun. And I'll be honest also, I know some of you like some of the AI calls regarding a few people. They have been removed because, again, no need in continuing it. But my point is that people like myself, David, Jordan, Mason. I know Mason doesn't make a lot of content nowadays, but getting busy with work. Dan, freaking Danny Lewis, Mr. Beauregard, and countless others. Jester, that like Paige. I know, again, he's another one that hasn't done, but again, I get it. But we are finally at the precipice of doing great things in this community. And that is what we're going to do. Tonight is the beginning of a reset for this show. I did it once before, and look how great that turned out with the fucking original Outcast, where we did one thing, and then we transitioned into a new thing, and it became a astounding success. I will not say that drama will not be involved. However, it has to be something severe where it needs to be addressed. None of the petty, mentally challenged, paste-eating people that we've dealt with for the last 2 years. Just has to be something of serious nature, which honestly I don't think there's going to be like anything like that for a long while. So, again, for the people that have stuck by me regarding whether it be just friendship, regarding supporting the channel, regarding all that, I thank you. I thank you, and I appreciate through all the bullshit, through all the trials and tribulations, through all my mistakes, you have fucking stuck by me. People like True, people like Mason, people like Nick, people like Dragon, people like Jordan, David, Dan, like the list goes on and on and on. Because now is the time to rise up and to understand that we are better than this. We just needed to get a few bad eggs out of the batch, which was a success. There were casualties. I'm not going to deny that there wasn't. However, in any war, even though I really wouldn't even consider this a war or consider that a war, there will be casualties. But, at the end of the day, the mission was accomplished. We are able to move forward and not have anything, and I mean anything, hold us back. So, I thank you all. I thank everybody watching, whether you're watching out of respect or hate, whichever one. And yeah, that's really about it in regards to that. Now, I will bring in somebody before I put the link out there. Actually, I'm going to put the link out now, just so I can get that out of the way. Give me a second. I'll make sure to pin it once I'm back on my computer. But there is the link, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody wants to join in? This will be a 3-hour show because, one, I got to get up at 6 in the morning tomorrow because of work. And two, I also want to, so it's the time with my fiance. Actually, before I do that, I do want to run down a few things. Thank everybody for watching last week's episode. Last week's episode did the best numbers of the Outcast so far of this new regime. It's about 730 views. I am happy because, especially since the first hour was like, I'll be open. The first hour was drama, and the next 3 hours were nothing but just us having fun and shooting the shit. So I like to say that overall product was well regarded. So, and we didn't need if I don't think 730 people just watched the first hour and then fucking dipped, because again, the live viewership wouldn't really go to. I don't expect this one to do as well, but that's usually what happens after you do a big episode. Episode 10, we're starting the road to episode 10. There are some things in the works, and there are some things also I'm thinking about regarding episode 10 because I want to make that very big. And so we're going to, and I won't have any, I don't want to give all my secrets away, but the one thing I will say, there has been a new logo design. It looks sick as fuck. It looks sexy. A new intro, which is not that much different from the one y'all see, but it looks sexy as fuck. And that's all I'm going to say right now, because there's more stuff that will be announced in the coming weeks as long as things work out. You could speculate, you could guess what those things may be, but I'll give you one thing. Certain things, if everything's a go, I will have an announcement by episode 9 or chapter 9. So, as long as there's no delays, chapter 10 will be on, I believe, the 23rd or the 22nd of next month. Hello, Mr. Beauregard. And if you're able to come in, we will discuss some things in a little bit. But I think that's really it. There's really not a whole lot else I gotta say. But I'll let you in a minute, Nick. But those are some house cleaning. One more thing. Next week also, I'm trying to get Mason and Lennon, because Mason will be down here next Tuesday. Now, hopefully, I will have Mason down here or at my place, and we will be able to hang out and do the Outcast with the four of us, me, him, Lennon, and Lilith, my fiance. And yeah, so that's still in the works. I also got to run it by Lilith real quick and all that, so we'll go from there. Anywho, with that being said, I will let two people in, but I will say the one person to actually I'll let the first person in first, and I'll let you in, Nick, because I want to have him give his piece. So with that, we have the first guest of the show, the the erectile dysfunction, or the ratings erectile dysfunction, the man of the digital age, the man of the future, Mr. David 3000.
Hello.
What's
How you
up?
doing, Charlie? Doing
I'm
good.
doing fabulous. Just enduring this fucking weather, but you know, it is what it is.
I feel yeah, it's been 100 everywhere this week. No, not
Yes,
just in
yes,
our
it was
local
100.
areas, but like everywhere. But
Go
anyway,
ahead.
what I have to talk about. First of all, can you hear me good?
Yes, can everybody else hear? I'm gonna mute myself. So, but yeah,
Okay.
can everybody hear David good?
Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, next he can hear me. That's good. Okay. So what I have to talk about is the difference between success and the fear of success. What I mean by that is that we need, as a community, to take that next step to the greatest, better opportunities out there, not just in our personal lives, but also online in our YouTube community. We cannot be fearless. No fear to having something hurt us
Fearing, yeah, we
personally.
can't fear the idea of success. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Because there's people out there that may or may not like certain things when it comes to the success of certain projects. Like, for example, I will admit, it's not just the trolls or other bad things people are worrying about. I'll admit, when me and Charlie here first started working on the Outcast, I was worried that it was going to cause damage, with our community, but it turned out it was completely the opposite, and it just needed more of a better proposal as for bringing the Outcast back.
I'll say this real quick before you continue. Yeah, it made the community stronger. Not only that, it like any bad eggs that were holding us down. Like,
Mhm.
luckily, we were able to weave them out. So yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah.
And by the way, if I disappear, don't worry. I'm just hopping on my laptop, since FYI.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
Okay. Yeah, it did knock out one or two times on your phone. But we need to take a step further and not worry about the hatred out there in the world. Because here's the thing. Let's say you become a YouTube celebrity, right? If you want to grow your YouTube channel and grow your passion, with the YouTube channel or whatever podcast you're either co-hosting or hosting wise, there's going to be a lot of hatred and trolls that comes with it. The bigger the show gets. Like, for example, if the show is very small, you don't have to worry about that, because for one, a lot of people will be watching your show, or two, is you're just working things out here and there. When you're trying to grow an empire of something, there's going to be a lot of people out there that are going to say some nasty crap towards you. You know why? Because they're the ones that are not having your success. Because all they're doing is being in the basement. No offense to anybody that lives in the basement for personal reasons, but you know what I'm saying. For those who live in the basement or in a garage or whatever the heck, they're gonna look at your channel and say, "I'm gonna troll this piece of crap because I have nothing else better to do than to just troll this success empire." Yeah.
Okay.
And just it's like with sports. There's gonna be many fans on the opposing team gonna hate you because of the success that you bring. There's an old line that Reggie Jackson used in baseball. They don't boo nobodies. Okay? they don't boo nobodies. If they boo somebody, that means you're somebody that they're looking up to for fun, trolling, or hatred of something that you're doing against that certain thing. So, for those who are worried about the hatred, for those who are worried about the trolls, for those who are worried about the pain that goes with it, the stress, the stress comes with the stress, right? And the effort that comes along with it. If you're worried about those things, you're going back to straight one from where you started, because here in 2025, we are in a better position as content creators than ever before. Let's look back to 2003. Let's say the year I was born, right? 2003. We only had Windows XP. We only had, video games to play. All we did as childhoods back in Jari's day or Nick's day or all those eras of people, all they did was either play video games with their friends, go on this small computer that didn't have social media until later on in life, or all they did is go outside, touching grass, being with their friends, right?
Sometimes I will admit though, two things what you said regarding success. I always use these two phrases. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, and it ain't easy being king. That's always been my mentality on a lot of things, because there's a few people that could outtalk me and all that, but it's the idea that there's a lot of pressure when having that idea.
Yeah.
But also the other thing is that to be honest, David, I will say this though. I do miss sometimes the old days, like
I know that.
I agree.
Not just for being nostalgic, but also I don't know. I miss not having yes, I'm all about free speech and people having their opinions. Although I am going to talk about protests in a little bit, but I miss the days when even the weak-minded individuals didn't get so brave.
Yeah, I'm just talking about growing as for what the technology part.
Yeah,
as content creators in general, or business.
Funny enough, I feel like we've regressed more since technology has become more advanced. Like not only with us being on our phones a lot more, but also the fact that we are,
That's another thing.
Yeah, we are.
Yep.
Like we live on a lot of people live on the internet a lot more than.
Oh God.
And so that's just something that it's a love-hate relationship I have with modern technology. Like I love it for the sole reason that the technology
to grow,
it is
to have our because like what my good friend Randy said last night on the not last night, on Friday. If you want to have a dream job or something, you need to find the right people, and I think they can hook you up. You can find anybody online that can help you up with a job or whatever, and not just go to college. Because back then, in your childhood, sorry, you know what people do? All they had to do was go to college. But nowadays, they can just live, being a full-time YouTuber or a part-time YouTuber. They can.
Hell, I know people who have worked in certain jobs, like some high-paying jobs, that don't even have a fucking diploma. Not even a college. I'm talking high school diploma, and yet it's the idea that because I've been very critical in my time in school, right? That a lot of stuff that I learned in high school and other stuff. Most of the jobs I've worked, I never dreamed of being an accountant or being something like that, right? So I didn't need the extra schooling for that. But a lot of jobs out there, even high-paying jobs, basically need no more than third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade math. That's basic,
Yeah.
and basically,
You told me about this before.
yeah, basically the idea, like mostly comparable understanding of like the English language or and all that. Like if you need to be bilingual or something like that, then yeah, you need to have more experience in like learning different languages. But again,
Yeah.
a lot of shit that you like that's again going back to the whole internet thing. A lot of stuff is needed. Like you don't even just need schooling. You could access on the internet. My mom learned a lot of fucking shit in her like later years due to YouTube. You know,
Yeah.
so it's just things like that. But yeah, like it just but yeah, like to kind of piggyback what you're saying,
It's
David. Like
changed then.
yeah, you the world needs like at the end of the day, what was this platform built on? Entertainment for your entertainment. It was not made.
It was called Be Yourself or whatever it was, the
Yeah,
old
it
slogan.
was not. It was not to fucking. And yes, there are a lot of bad people on YouTube. I'm not going
Yeah.
to deny that, but we're like this platform was not made to harass, dox, do whatever that you
Yeah.
do just because either you can, you're bored, what have you, and and that's why I said I left certain groups due to that
I
whole
agree.
mentality, and that's just something that you just
It's
like.
just, YouTube is supposed to be a platform where you grow yourself and become somebody, and support your friends. And also another good thing about social media, with the technology you have today, is you can actually meet people from around the world. You couldn't do that back then.
Yes, that was also some. That's one of the positives because, like, yes, I have a great big amount of friends in my personal life that I know personally, not just on here, but like I don't know. Not only like I've been able to have a lot of great friends through here, a good amount of enemies too, but that's the nature of the beast.
Yeah.
And so
I was watching a podcast earlier today, and funny you brought up the phone thing. I believe it was Dr. Phil who said the average times we check our phones is 350 plus a day.
Wow.
I'm
yeah,
not
that
kidding.
makes sense.
I'm not kidding. And it's just that we need to take advantage, you know, of not only our mental health when it comes to social media, the good and bad, but also look around our surroundings and say, how can I take this opportunity to use this for a better future and try to not only, you know, do great things, but also help, my future goals in life.
Yeah, and that's why I say to people, you know, we've spent a long time, maybe not y'all in here, but me and some others spent a long time hating other people, but even hating
Yeah,
is the wrong word. I don't really hate anybody, because it like no like it takes a lot of emotion, and I don't have that
yeah,
time or feeling to give it, right? But I care sometimes a little too much, and I care about my friends, and I care about fucking making sure that they're not being fucked with, used, abused, what have you. And again, it goes back to everything, right? I went in to get to basically single handedly get rid of the scum that was basically lurking in our community and leeching off of our community. And they could, and I've always said this: YouTube's free. You can watch it if you have a phone and internet. You can watch. So I can't stop people from watching, but from being welcomed, like where they are welcomed in and all this other stuff in our community. There's a reason why certain people aren't allowed in our channels, allowed in our comment section, because they have nothing of value to bring. Not only, and I know some people may take offense to this, but not only as YouTubers or as content creators, but as friends. And also, I don't even look at people as that in that regard. 1 second, I think my fiance's home. Continue onward, Dave.
Yeah. If you're gonna grow something, you can't do it all alone. I've been there. Back in 2019, when I first started, I had a very small group of friends, and I didn't have a co-creator like Charlie. I didn't have a, a wild group of friends. No, heck, I didn't even met emo until sometime in the summer of 2020. I didn't meet Charlie until like the spring of 2020 or whatever, and that's when since he meeting people like Charlie or anybody else, is they're there for a reason to not only be successful on their end, but also can help you as well. And I would say the same example for Nick. I mean, you support both of our channels, Charlie and myself, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You're in the live chats, and like I said, you can't do it all alone. For building something, because you need those friends that can have those same interests that can carry the conversation along. And like I said, I'm gonna give some advice for people. If you're gonna build a collaboration YouTube channel or also a podcast, watch their strengths. Watch what brings them up and watch what brings them down. Because at any moment, there could be a troll that can really get into them and it'll bring the mood down. Or there could be certain topics that are not their interests that can also make some awkwardness. And it'll just be one person being silent and the others are talking. I don't want to offend that someone. And I think Charlie can agree with me on this one. If he's still... I think he's still busy at the moment. I know the other guys on here can agree with me on that as well. It's just that you gotta also have a lot of experience. I'll admit I understand now more than ever why people wait to go on social media until they're like 21. With me, I started when I was 15 years old back in 2019. I wanted to start making videos, for entertainment purposes. And I did not really expect the more of the downside when it comes to social media. And the fact that you could get a lot of trouble on social media for certain mistakes. And I actually don't regret being on social media back when I was 15 years old. Because if I waited until now, I wouldn't have met any of these guys back then. And I would have to, need a lot of catching up to do. So like I said, back when I was 15, I started meeting people. I started creating content. And I'll admit, a year later, 2020, I'm not saying COVID had a excuse for the mistakes I had, but the COVID shutdown really got to me, and I made some certain mistakes on social media that I regret. And over time, I just wonder, maybe I should have waited longer, but at the end of the day, I don't regret it because I've learned a lot of experience, not only from the outside looking in, or the inside looking in, whatever you look at it. But also, I looked at the conversations people have in regards to personal issues. Drama. What gets to them, what don't get gets to them. There's a lot of crap on social media, and
David,
what's that?
what I love you, brother, but we gotta wrap it up real quick because
Okay.
I feel like you're about to go into a 20 or a 45-minute monologue. And,
No, that was my final thoughts right there about
okay.
me being. That was my final thought as me not regretting joining at 15 because by it looks like going in, I've seen a lot of changes on social media, and I could take that experience to my social life. So that was my closing. Closing. I could take that experience to my social life. And I don't regret that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like even YouTube I think I talked to Hello NF Punk, by the way. Is to do what I do, remove all the fakes and stick with the true people who have your back. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like people like David, people like Mr. Bogart, Jordan, whoever. My point, but I hope you're doing well in that punk. Hope you got my comment. I replied to you the other day. I didn't see it at first, and I had to go back and look. So I responded to you about that because I didn't see what you were saying. Anyway, see, a lot of people have hidden motives. Just listen to what and how they speak. You will know then. Yeah. So regarding that, yeah, I think I've even talked about this on one of NF Punk streams where I talked about how YouTube, one of the best things about YouTube has been, because I'm not the biggest PO person in the world, but I do a lot of customer service, whether it be working events, stuff like that, like concerts and shit. So that has helped me work on that, and do that type of shit, right? Now, before we get into, I guess, AI calls, because I also got to go and take care of something as well. Not the thing, so I may have David do something else for like 5 minutes, but I did want to say this. So one of the things that we're going to do every so often is we're going to talk a little political on this show. Actually, maybe I'll do this while I'm on my phone. So I'll build it. I'll set it up, and then I'll come on my computer or my phone. But my point is, we're going to talk a little bit about political every so often. Now, most of you know, and again, I don't have an issue. My fiance is more on the left than, and all that. But I kind of go with the flow in regards to some days I'm Republican, some days I'm Democrat. But like for this election, I openly admit I voted for Trump. So, of course, this past weekend, the one of the meanings of the name of this episode was, of course, that Iran was bombed. And I know that there were now primarily some of the nuclear places. Now, there's been a lot after I made that post or the name of the video of this episode. Of course, there were some people, there's been some new updates. Of course, there was a ceasefire. And then that ceasefire was technically broken for a few minutes due to some miscommunication. And then Trump swore on live television, which I thought was actually kind of funny. And then the ceasefire is going on. And that's been the update as of right now. And then I've heard also speculation that some of the nuclear sites were not, in fact, destroyed. But it's been causing a lot of stirring between people on different sides of the spectrum, whether it's Iran or fucking Israel and all that. I've always said this. Personally, I don't care about either country, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. I just feel like Iran has been very against us for the longest time anyways, and Israel's made some fuck ups too. So personally, I can give two fucks about either place. That's why I would never be president, because if I was, I just nuke both of them. I wouldn't even fucking bomb them. I just nuke them. I nuke any fucking country that deems a threat to us. But, that's why I'm not president. And that's why David's not president. He'll never be president, but his daddy is. My point is, though, that's been causing a lot of protests, not only with that, but also the deportation. But before I get to that, I'm also going to talk about a little bit of wrestling, because this has something to do with it. So WWE is hosting their Night of Champions this Saturday. in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And there's been a lot of controversy regarding what's going on. Is the show going to happen? Well, they are indeed currently on their way to Riyadh. And a lot of people are up in arms about this. They fucking ranting about it, talking shit about how dare TKO. How dare they put their people in danger? Something Vince McMahon had no issue doing. Let's wind the clocks back a little bit, right? For those of you who may or may not remember, there was a little thing that happened in the early 2000s called Tribute to the Troops.
I remember that.
Really performed in war zones, in literal war zones. Do you honestly think that was 20 years ago when they were doing that shit? They were doing this in Iraq and Afghanistan. They hosted shows. I love the setup of the place. I'm not going to say any negative about it, but they literally held those events in war zones. Do you honestly think WWE would pass on the opportunity to go to Saudi Arabia just because there could be a possibility of them getting attacked? And it's not the first time that there's been controversy in Saudi Arabia. Anyway, I'm not the biggest fan of Saudi Arabia either, but just the people that are attacking WWE for those reasons. I'm sorry, but this is not the first time they've done something like this. So people criticizing WWE, TKO, all this other stuff. This is nothing new. They've done this before, and to be even worse with being in Iraq back in the day. So that whole thing, and now let's get into the protests that are going on. Of course, there's been a lot of protests here in fucking San Antonio. There's been some riots in fucking LA and all that.
By illegals.
Well, regarding the Iran stuff, the deportation stuff, and all this other stuff. Again, I'm all for protesting and I'm all for fucking freedom of speech, but you got to understand something. This is my one critique of protests. A lot of these protests don't do a damn thing. Like the big protest on, I think it was a week or two ago, regarding Trump and wanting him out of office and about the deportation. All those people were like, hooray, hooray, our voices were heard, hooray. But you know what they had to wake up to the next day? Donald Trump was still our president.
Indeed.
Deportations were still happening, whether right or wrong or indifferent.
I would say this. If that protest actually changed something, they still would have to deal with shady bans.
And a bunch of patriots.
Oh, what the fuck, Brandon?
Yeah.
It looks like he hit 2,000 subscribers. Quick, somebody unsubscribe for Brandon Martin just so he...
Good grief.
Congratulations to Brandon Martin for hitting 2,000. All the dicks he had to suck paid off. Anyway. My point is, though, regarding that, right? It did change the fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
The deportations are still happening. Right, wrong, and different. Donald Trump is still our president. So they can feel good about themselves and all the destruction they have caused, especially going back to fucking, going back to even the Black Lives Matter protests that happened many years ago, where again, I don't give a fuck about these corporations getting ransacked. I care about the mom and pop shops that did do fuck all, and they don't have the funds to rebuild as quickly as these like Whataburger got royally fucked.
And the media wants to call it peaceful protest. There's nothing peaceful about burning buildings, for God's sakes.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying, and I know what some people are going to say. Oh, it's just a few bad eggs. It's always going to be the problem. Again, going back to what I said at the beginning of the show, there's always those few bad eggs that are going to ruin it for everybody. And let's see. Also, bitch assholes and flaming Doritos. What, I ate flaming Doritos, Limon, flaming hot. Anyway, my point is though, is that is not going to change. What is going on has just been an embarrassment of not only our society but also like the man has been impeached twice. The man has been shot. The man has been incriminated falsely, I may add, and yet he's still here. Do you think a bunch of nobodies are gonna fucking get him out of the office?
Especially that ugly donkey AOC.
So my point is that again, protest all you want, but again, just know that nothing is going to change by the whining and bitching that has happened. But I guarantee you, half of the people that fucking were there in those protests didn't vote. And in my personal opinion, while you do have the freedom of speech and freedom of protest, honestly, if you're protesting that Donald Trump is fucking doing this wrong, doing that wrong, and you didn't vote against him, to me personally, you have no right to be there. Because
are these even real protesters?
You voted. And go ahead, Nick.
Are these even real protests, or are they even being paid to do this?
Who knows? The fact is that we got the president we got. Again, if I agree with every fucking thing he's done, no, I'm not a fucking kiss ass. But the point is, I guarantee you one thing though, he's done a lot better in just 6 months since he's been sworn into office than fucking Joe Biden did in 4 years, than Kamala would have done. And I dare somebody to dispute me on that. Now,
I can get into Kamala, but this is not the place now, is it?
Oh, go ahead, Nick. As long as you don't say any racist, I don't give a fuck.
We all know how she got into office, if you know what I mean. She did a lot of sucking up to get into politics.
Oh yeah, sucking off Joe Biden's liver spotted dick. Yeah, you're right.
No, Willie Brown for mayor of San Francisco.
Oh, okay, him too.
Then she had Biden. And then she probably had Hunter Biden.
Dang, she was in a whole-on gangbang.
Yeah.
It's a racial gangbang at that.
She did it for the nation, for the
domination.
culture.
Anyway, so I'm going to go. Well, I'm going to hop onto my phone so I could do this, so that way I could stay on, because I do got to go get a package. Plus, I'm letting my banana milkshake fucking, do that. Brandon, why aren't you in here? Oh, actually, well, we'll start the main segment in a little bit, and then we'll get to Mr. So next topic is going to be once I come back on the computer, will be the favorite AI calls. Then after that, we're going to get into Mr. Beauregard's topic, and then we're gonna and all that. But let me get back into StreamYard before and all that, and we will do that. Let's see. I'm trying to look real quick, making sure. Did I send the StreamYard link there? Oh yeah, and Brandon had the fucking.
I'll catch you guys there. All right, I gotta go.
You're leaving?
Yeah, I was gonna be here for the full show, as I told you in the private chat.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck you. Anyway, be gone, you schmuck. All right, but yeah, you enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you. That's better.
All right, later, David.
Okay.
And be gone.
No, what?
You're lucky I can't boot you myself. Anyway, give me a second. I'm gonna hop out of here, and then I'm gonna pop back in on my phone.
All right. It looks like I'm taking over the stream now. You're watching the Hangman Outcast.
Okay.
Can
y'all hear me? There we go. Never mind. All right, so I'll make sure y'all can hear me. Anyway, the link's open for everybody. Let me also pin it real quick before I do get going, so that way people can see. Again, we're only going to be live till 10 because, one, I got to get up early. Two, I also have to take care of some things. Before, let's see, give me a second. Make sure the link is pinned for anybody who is just popping in. There we go. All right. So there we go. All right. So anyway, So we're just going to be bullshitting for a few moments before we get into AI calls.
Yes, my favorite segment.
I kind of wish David was here for this, but you know what, Brandon, I hope you're here because we do have a new fighter in the. We got two new fighters actually.
They are. You're gonna love these AI calls, Brandon Beauregard.
I need to make one. I need to make one of you, Mr. Beauregard. Let me see. 10:30 my time or 10:30 your time.
My time.
And are you're East Coast, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you should be good. We usually don't go like long with the segment. So
Okay.
actually, you know what? Do you have everything ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's get to your segment first, then we'll get into the AI calls afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. So. So the last couple Saturdays, I did 2 streams regarding the 2025 KCAs. One was me voting, and the other was just my reaction to the actual program. I took in 18 notes, and I will say, at the very least, thank God, it was a whole lot better than last year.
Will I be as mad as I was the last time we discussed this?
I don't know.
Last year.
Yeah, I don't know. No, but it was like this. The show starts with a party, and the party featured Smurfette in the upcoming Smurfs project.
Isn't that the one played by Rihanna?
Yes.
Oh God.
God help us all.
And this year's host, Tyla, being exactly who I thought she was going to be, even though I've never heard
Who?
of her. Tyla.
Who the hell is Tyla?
Yeah, who's that?
Well, look that one up. An African singer and songwriter.
Ah, she's the Nubian queen.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. And then again, outside of Sabrina Carpenter, I don't really keep up with the new singers nowadays.
I never even heard of these new singers before. I'm like,
Now, the only problem is the set design for the KCAs. It doesn't look as, even though I didn't like last year, unfortunately, this year's set was a little cheaper. Like, really, really, really cheap. Like, the screen, like, there wasn't that big screens.
Well, it makes sense because Paramount's been going through a lot of fucking financial issues. I remember they were supposed to sell, I think, to different companies for a bit. I was hearing on like some of the movie news.
And then what really surprised me, we have Caitlin West along with Tony Hawk doing some skateboarding.
Oh.
yeah. New game coming out next month in July.
Oh,
We lost Shane.
Do I continue?
Oh, I had to get back on my computer. So yeah. Continue.
Oh, okay. That surprised me though, because how old is Tony Hawk even?
Let me see.
He has to be in like his late 40s, early 50s, maybe.
He is 57 years old. He's actually he was born in 1968. So he just turned 57 just last month.
And he's still capable of being on that skateboard doing all these crazy tricks. What the heck?
He still got it. Plus, he has the game coming out next month. in July.
Yeah, the remake
Yeah.
of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4.
Okay. And then later we had Renee Montgomery, who gives a sneak peek at one of Nickelodeon's newest projects, Our World. And for more,
I can't wait to not see it.
And you can visit the site nickourworld.com, and it's basically a new generation of kids believing in them themselves, combined with what they used to do with the big help.
The big up. I haven't heard.
Live action.
I'm sorry?
Is it animated or live action?
It's a program. It's not.
It was successful back in the day.
Oh, okay, so it's not like a show or anything?
Yeah, no. It's just a program.
Oh, okay.
And then we have the return of Sean Does Magic.
Sean,
who takes us to Nickelodeon Universe at the Mall of America. To decide by us, either we should ride the Fairly Odd Coaster or the SpongeBob Rock Bottom Plunge.
Let me guess. Did the SpongeBob win?
Yes, and for a good reason.
he's like the John Cena of Nickelodeon.
Close. The reason, he's already wearing a SpongeBob costume, so of course we're all voting the SpongeBob coaster. And then we have MGK being called Dad before performing. I guess he was called that by his daughter while performing. Another random woman performed with him later.
MGK?
Huh?
MGK?
Yeah, MGK.
Machine Gun Kelly?
Is that his full name?
Is he a tall white dude?
Kelly.
Yeah, okay. He's white, yeah.
He's white, not black. Like seriously.
Okay.
Sorry.
And then I think during like the commercials we have 3 kids getting a glimpse into 2 racing games. SpongeBob Racing and Sonic Racing.
Oh. I know there's new Fog Racing coming out soon.
Basically SpongeBob Mario Kart.
And then after that, they gave us a sneak peek of 2 other games. One for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the new Avatar Legends. And I'm not talking about the blue one. I'm talking about what?
Based on Avatar: The Last Airbender, or based on Avatar the movie?
The series, Legend of Korra. Sorry. Yeah, Legend of Korra, Last Airbender. It's basically like the newer version. Now, the entire show was sponsored by Instacart. And one of the promos for Instacart was introduced the exact same way the Krabby Patty was introduced in the Krusty Krab training video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we had 2 shots of Kel Mitchell trying to give out throw party snacks while ending up getting slimed 2 times.
At least they still do that.
One of them was his famous orange soda that he tried to take away, but he got slimed on the second time despite wearing a raincoat and goggles on the second time. And then we have a new anime kid called Kid Cowboy, who slimes the kid. Yeah, who slimes the kids, and then later gets the lights back, fixes the lights back for the entire stadium. For the
say hi to Alex earlier. My bad, but yeah.
Hello, Alex.
And then after Kid Cowboy gets the lights back, we have Cat's Eye performing.
Don't know who that is either.
I've never heard that name.
And both Cat's Eye and MGK getting slimed after their performances, which is obviously it's not surprising. This is the Kids Choice Awards. Slime. That's what it's about.
As it has been since the late 80s.
And then we have two actors, Jacob and Samantha, from the new upcoming movie, and it's a Dora movie.
A Dora movie, really? Jesus.
Yes. And they're trying to find the missing backpack in either the wardrobe closer or the Kids' Choice Awards orange carpet.
I didn't know it was Dora the Explorer movie.
Yeah, it's basically the second live-action Dora the Explorer at this point.
I wonder if I'm sure it's not going to have the same actress from the first movie because she's doing bigger and better things. Like, for example, she's going to be in the upcoming Superman movie.
Well, this year's Dora movie, it's not the same actress.
Oh, okay, good. I was going to say she's actually pretty talented from what I've seen of her in Alien Romulus and The Last of Us. So I would be like, yeah, she don't need a. She did Dora just to get started on her career and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Now the Slime finale was exactly what I expected it to be. The only thing is, like from 2018 to 2013, there was no confetti at the end.
There was no confetti?
No, there's no confetti. Hey, confetti. They just wrapped up the show. That was zero confetti, and it just ended right there. Despite some flashbacks from what they saw in the show.
Oh, that's wild.
But now, here we are with the categories and the nominees and the winners now. Starting with the sports stars. Favorite female sports star. Nominees that didn't win were Coco Gauff, Angel Reese. Somebody named Coco Gauff.
Coco Gauff? What kind of name is that?
I don't know. And then we have Angel Reese, Naomi Osaka, Caitlin Clark, Jordan Childs, Alex Morgan, and Sha'Carri Richardson. But the winner for favorite female sports star was Simone Biles.
Boo.
Yeah. Sorry, John Cena wasn't in there because he's the greatest of all time. But
he was there. You couldn't see him.
I'm talking favorite female sports star.
Oh, female. Okay, never mind.
Which I'm gonna get to now, and he's not in that nominee.
Oh, fuck that.
The nominees that didn't win: Stephen Curry, Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, Jason Tatum, Jalen Hurts, Lionel Messi, and Shohei Ohtani.
Never heard of that. Oh, who?
That last one I mentioned, Shohei Ohtani.
Oh yeah, he plays baseball.
But the obvious winner for favorite male sports star, LeBron James.
Oh, look, Karen James. Of course. The fucking diva.
Other categories: favorite male creator, favorite female creator, favorite kids creator. Very weird. Favorite gamer.
Dan Snyder wasn't producing this.
I'm sorry.
You sure Dan Snyder wasn't producing this? The favorite kids creator?
No, he's not there. He's not on that category.
He'd have Nickelodeon more. He's been gone from Nickelodeon since 2018, Charlie.
But a favorite gamer, that's a weird category. But Oh,
Since
well,
when that become a category?
I have no idea. But now let's get into favorite video game. Nominees that didn't win for favorite video game: Super Mario Party Jamboree, Minecraft,
Fucking that didn't win.
Madden NFL 25, Just Dance 2025, and David saw this and he was pissed at this. Well, good news, it didn't win. Bad news, it was nominated Fortnite.
Huh.
But the real winner for favorite video game, once again, Roblox.
Ugh, game. Why do people still play that crap game?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Then we when we go into music, we had favorite podcast. Pretty weird. And then before the slime finale, favorite global music star. And then, in which case, our host Tyler won that one.
Favorite host, Tyler won.
For favorite global music star, yes.
What the fuck?
Nope.
The other nominees for that were from Asia, Stray Kids, Australia, The Kid Laroi, Europe, David Guetta, Latin America, Shakira, North America, Bruno Mars. I'm surprised he's still doing something. What the heck?
Surprised Shakira's still alive.
Well, she was recently on a. Let me see. Trying to figure out. Okay, is this how you do it? Let's see. Oh yeah, that's cool. Anyway, while this is going on, I'm also starting fixing my. We got a new vacuum. So yeah. Anyway, so like Shakira, actually, funny enough, they had to cancel. They had to cancel a show. She was supposed to be here. What was it, last week or something? They had to cancel it due to. Wow, that's crazy. Loki. Yeah, but vacuum's actually running. I was expecting it not to. Loki. All right. Anyway, continue, Mr. Bogard.
And the final nominee that didn't win was from the United Kingdom, Ed Sheeran. Again, I don't remember Bruno Mars doing any other work. I don't know how or why, but oh well. Let's see. I think there were
Any other categories?
Oh, whoops. Okay. Others were favorite viral song, favorite music collaboration, favorite song from a movie. The ones for that were Run It from Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Popular from Wicked, Kiss the Sky from The Wild Robot, I Feel Alive from a Minecraft movie, Samalu, Aaron Pierre and Kevin Harrison Jr. Whatever. Oh, okay. It was I Always Wanted a Brother from Mufasa the Lion King. Higher Love from the Smurfs. And Can I Get a Chi-Hoo from Moana 2. But the real winner for favorite song from a movie is Defying Gravity from Wicked.
I heard it was good.
And then we had 2 wins for Sabrina Carpenter. Favorite female breakout artist and favorite album, Short and Sweet.
Oh yeah.
She's good, I'll give her that.
Nominees for favorite female breakout artist that didn't win: Rosé, Lisa, Jenny, Glorilla, Doce, Chappelle Roan, and Addison Rae.
Never heard of them.
For favorite album, it was Beautifully Broken from Jelly Roll, F1 Trillion, Post Malone, GNX, Kendrick Lamar, Hurry Up Tomorrow, The Weeknd, I Said I Love You First, Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco, Mayhem for Lady Gaga, and Wicked, the soundtrack. Favorite male breakout artist. Ones that didn't win, Alex Warden, D4VD, I had to spell that, Dejo, Leon Thomas the third. I think he did Victorious. Then Miles Smith, then Shabuzi, and Zach Bryan. The winner for favorite male breakout artist, Benson Boone. And then for my shock, favorite male artist, Bad Bunny, Drake, Jelly Roll, Kendrick Lamar, Post Malone, Travis Scott, The Weeknd, and the winner for that, Bruno Mars. I once again ask, what the heck? What has he been? What has he? What?
Who was the winner for male artist?
Bruno Mars.
Oh. Yeah, I agree with you. What? I don't even remember the last time he was relevant.
Yeah. When was the last time he had a good album?
There you go. I don't get it. I don't get it. And then I like this. Favorite female artist, which has an interesting situation. Nominees that didn't win: Ariana Grande, Billie Eilish, Cardi B, Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, Selena Gomez, and Taylor Swift.
Ha! They suck anyway.
The real winner for favorite female artist, SZA, or SZA as it's pronounced.
Who?
SZA.
I never heard of that person.
And I must ask. Yeah, okay, you know what? Not ask. I must say this. When they announced that, she didn't even show up. Yeah. She didn't even show up, so one of the commentators that announced her win had to step in for her. Okay, and favorite song, we have Abracadabra from Lady Gaga, Cry For Me, The Weeknd, I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, Taylor Swift, Squabble Up, Kendrick Lamar, and Wildflower, Billie Eilish. And the winner for favorite song, a third win for Sabrina Carpenter, Taste. The favorite music group.
Taste was the song?
Yeah, Sabrina Carpenter.
That's a great song, and the music video is great too.
The fuck?
Last one for music. Favorite music group. I'm surprised these guys are relevant. Blink-182.
They used to be good.
Yeah, Blink-182, Coldplay, Imagine Dragons, Linkin Park, Twice, and Jonas Brothers.
They're still alive, the Jonas Brothers?
They got back together, I think. If you heard of the songs Sucker and Human. Yeah, I remember when they got back together. Before that, Nick Jonas was going solo. And Joe Jonas, he had another band. And the other one, Kevin Jonas, I don't think he really did anything. But I don't know about that. But the winner for favorite music group were Stray Kids.
Never heard of them.
And then 2 special rewards. I'll start with one of them. It was only one, no nominees. Now, 2 years ago, during the KCAs, they had a special reward called King of Comedy. At that time, 2 years ago, that award went to Adam Sandler. This year, they did it again, but a new winner. This I can agree with. Good old Jack Black.
Well, yeah, the Minecraft movie was successful.
Oh, yeah.
Chicken jockey.
But now, after Tony Hawk and Caitlin West did some skateboarding, they announced now, and we're getting into the TV category now. They did favorite kids TV show.
We all know who won that one, as always.
No, that's a different category.
Oh.
Favorite kids TV show: Ayla and the Mirrors, Bunked, The Really Loud House, which is a live-action version of the cartoon The Loud House, Tyler Perry's Young Dylan, and Wizards Beyond Waverly Place. But the winner were the Thundermans Undercover. And then two of the actors, Jack Griffo and Kira Kozarin, won for both favorite male TV star for kids and favorite female TV star for kids too. Other ones for the male TV star for kids were David Henry, Dylan Gilmer, Hero Hunter, Israel Johnson, and Trevor Tordjman. His last name is spelled Tordjman. And for female TV star for kids, Selena Smith, Janice Leanne Brown, Mallory James Mahoney, Maya Lee Clark, and Miranda May. And now, going back to Kid Cowboy, he gave the obvious winner for favorite cartoon.
There we go. Nick, I hear some background noise on your end. Can you mute yourself for right now?
Oh, sorry, I had the air conditioner on.
You're good. I get it. I probably have it. I don't know. But anyway, go ahead, Mr. Bogard.
Yeah, Kids Cowboy, before the lights and all that, he gave the nominee and the winner for favorite cartoon. The category and the winner. And we all know who that is, obviously. Correct.
Of course, they give the SpongeBob. He's the John Cena of Nickelodeon.
Other nominees for favorite cartoon were Dragon Ball Daima, Monster High, The Loud House, The Simpsons, and Teen Titans Go.
Another bad show, Teen Titans Go.
Wait, is Teen Titans Go still going?
Yeah.
Surprise. I thought that show died off.
That's what they want you to think.
They're in season 9.
What the fuck?
Yeah, season 9.
9.
Yes, yes.
Oh, God. All right, but here's what really excited me. Favorite reality TV show? America's Funniest Home Videos, American Idol, American Ninja Warrior, MasterChef Junior, and The Masked Singer did not win.
Thank God.
The real winner for favorite reality TV show, obviously, America's Got Talent.
That makes sense.
It's good. Good winner. I'll give him that.
But yeah, going back to the favorite female and male TV star for kids, both Kira and Jack, after winning, were slimed.
That makes sense.
Yep, makes sense.
And when going back to the creator, favorite female creator, the actresses from the live-action Lilo and Stitch movie who played Nani and Lilo were introducing that reward.
They got slimed too.
No. The favorite female creator did.
Ha!
Funny enough, before giving her blimp, the favorite female creator winner, Salish Matter, asks if there was any slime, and when they said no, she was like, "Okay, good," and then ultimately getting it. Yeah, nice try.
Like, oh, is there any slime? No. And then,
Of course, there's gonna be slime. It's Nickelodeon.
Like, way to trick her there.
Yep, that was clever.
Favorite family TV show. We have the nominees that didn't win: Abbott Elementary, Cobra Kai, Goosebumps: The Vanishing, Star Wars: Skeleton Crew, and The Lord of the Rings: The Rings of Power. The real winner for favorite family TV show, XO Kitty.
Never heard of it.
Now, for favorite male and female TV star for families, ones that didn't win for male: Sam McCarthy, Jude Law, George Lopez, David Schwimmer, and Damon Wayans Jr. And the winner for that was Xolo Meriduena.
Don't know that person.
And for favorite female TV star for families, we had Ryan Kiera Armstrong, Reba McEntire, Jaden Bartels, Janelle James, Anna Cathcart, and Peyton List. Oh, did Jaden go somewhere?
Nah, he's muted, I think.
Okay. I was about to get into another special award, but I'll give it a moment. Hey Dominic, nice to see you. And Little Saint? What? Jeez.
They are cheating.
All right. There's another scene. They made an animated scene for SpongeBob winning his blimp.
Of course.
Yes. Hello, Godfather Dom, by the way. Sweetie, here's your favorite person.
Hello. Oh, wait.
Wait, hold on a second.
No.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to go and get him too excited. Remember, Mr. Beauregard, my lovely fiance thinks you're adorable and loves you. So, if anybody fucks with you, that's not me. Just remember who to call. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, they had a winning scene for SpongeBob, where he catches this orange blimp, and Patrick grabs a big ship for some odd reason.
He takes a big shit?
He grabs a big ship.
That would actually be funny if he did.
Oh, Lord of mercy.
Don't mind me, I'm also fixing wings. I'm fixing some buffalo wings at the moment. Continue, Mr. Beauregard.
Okay. Here's another special reward. As I mentioned earlier, Jack Black, the new King of Comedy award winner. And then we had the icon on blimp. 2025 Icon Blimp Award. And it was only one person. The actress for this year's Smurfette.
Rihanna.
Yes.
What the fuck?
And then after her speech, she gets slimed, but it wasn't the usual green slime.
Oh yeah.
Instead, she got blue slime. She got blue slime, and obviously, for a reason they gave a sneak peek of of the other Smurfs project with her voicing Smurfette.
Still gonna do it.
But yeah, she was given blue slime instead.
Bogard's almost done. We gotta get the AI calls. I can't
Oh.
do you in the booty right now, sweetie. Anyway, continue.
Okay, let's get to the movies. All right. We have for favorite villain. Ones that didn't win: Frankie Grande, Harrison Ford, Jeff Goldblum, Michael Keaton, Michelle Yeoh, and Rita Ora. But the winner for favorite villain was Jim Carrey. And then favorite butt kicker. Interesting title. We have Anthony Mackie, Florence Pugh, Kylie Control, and then Jace Norman, Jack Black, and Sebastian Stan. The real winner for favorite butt kicker was Emma Myers.
Ah, cool.
And another win for Jack Black for favorite movie actor. We have other nominees that didn't win that were Chris Evans, Chris Pratt, Dwayne Johnson, Jason Momoa, and Jim Carrey. Favorite movie actress: Cynthia Erivo, Emma Myers, Jenna Ortega, Millie Bobby Brown, and Winona Ryder. The winner for favorite movie actress: Ariana Grande. And then we have two favorite voices from a movie. Favorite female voice: we have Amy Poehler, Kristen Wiig, Lupita Nyong'o, Maya Hawke, and Scarlett Johansson.
Who won that one?
For favorite female voice from an animated movie is Ali E. Cravalho from Moana 2. She's the actress who plays Moana.
Oh.
And then favorite male voice from an animated movie, we have Ben Schwartz, Chris Hemsworth, Keanu Reeves, Steve Carell, and Will Ferrell. And for favorite male voice from an animated movie, the winner is Dwayne Johnson.
Of course, The Rock would win.
And just two more left. Favorite animated movie. Nominees that didn't win were Despicable Me 4, Dogman, Moana 2, Plankton the Movie, The Wild Robot, and Transformers 1. And
which one won?
And another nominee that I don't understand why that's in favorite animated movie category, Mufasa the Lion King?
I don't know.
Well, it's not really live action. I don't care what anybody says. It's animated.
Okay. Now, this I think is a good winner for favorite animated movie. Inside Out 2.
It's
Well,
good.
of course, if they ain't sucking their own dicks, Nickelodeon, or sucking Disney's dick.
And finally, favorite movie. The nominees that did not win: Thunderbolts, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Paddington in Peru, Descendants: The Rise of Red, Captain America: Brave New World, Beetlejuice, and a Minecraft movie.
Who won that one?
The winner for favorite movie, Wicked.
I was gonna be like, I was kind of shocked that the Minecraft movie didn't win, but yeah, Wicked makes sense. Again, not my cup of tea, but you know.
Ooh, and a comment from Dante. Who is your top favorite Paw Patrol pup? That's easy. The construction pup Rubble. Okay, sorry, I had to answer that question.
You're good.
All good, Brandon.
All right, but yep, there you have it.
I appreciate it. And we'll try to make this as we usually do, but we'll make it for the Outcast a yearly tradition. This one actually didn't piss me off like the first one, nor the last one we did. Funny enough, it was quite tame. And plus, I appreciate the love for Sabrina Carpenter. That's a respected name, goddammit. But yeah, so I'm trying to see, because I'm probably going to go for a swim before we go into the next scene. Let me see what is next in regards. Okay, so we've gotten through most of our topics that we need to do. Let me go on my phone. I will be right back. Next thing we're going to be. Oh yeah, so you know, Brandon Martin just passed 200 or 2,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Not too many people in this community can. Oh, okay, cool, Dante. But anyway, not too many people can say that. You know, in regards to making it to 2K. You know, so at one point I was one of the only channels in this community to have over 1,000 subs. So YouTube decided to be a bitch. But then again, people like it, like what I do. Then that's great. You know, I don't really do that. Give me a second, real quick. I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to go on to the phone.
You like Chase? Okay.
All right, let me see real quick. I want to check something real quick before I continue, so I make sure I get the exact date correct. Because I do know that we have another episode of Rant and Rave tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, and that will be. Let's see. Let's look it up. Right. All right, here we go. So in 2 weeks from tomorrow, damn. So there could, Mason would probably be here for that. So 2 weeks from tomorrow, we have, of course, the grand spectacle that is, of course, the Rant and Rave 300th episode, and it's going to be, from my understanding, it's going to be 8 hours long. That's going to be a long show. One day they will do a Hangman Outcast and do a 12-hour show. But Rant and Rave will be hitting 300 episodes. I've tried to tell Brandon to give me a hype video for that, not only for Rant and Rave itself, but for the chant for the show, but also episode 300. But the dumb fuck doesn't know when to fucking give me the shit. So Brandon, get off your ass, get your napkins and lotion out of your hands, and go. Not you. I'm talking about Brandon Martin. But yeah, get the napkins and lotions out of your hand. Quit whacking off your meat, and send me the video so I could hype. So I won't have to divulge too much in regards to hyping everything up. But yes, in 2 weeks from tomorrow, we have episode 300, 8-hour show. As long as work doesn't interfere, I will be on there for as long as I can. I know they're going to have a big interview. I don't know who the interview is, because you all know I'm a lot of things, but I am an honest man. If I knew who the host or the interview person was, I would reveal it right here, because I'm a whore for ratings. But nonetheless, We'll light my cigarette real quick. Now, also, it's funny. I test out the new vacuum. My fiance got a vacuum from Temu. Actually works fucking great. And all I gotta do is charge it, all that bullshit. But also, my dog is deathly afraid of it. So now if she gets out of line, all I gotta do is turn that sumbitch on and just start vacuuming, and then she'll get petrified. So yeah. Anyway, because she barks at everything, even shadows. Like she'll see a shadow of somebody and she'll bark. My point is, going back to Brandon. So yeah, Brandon Martin's going to hit 300 episodes on the Rant Rave podcast, and that's going to be a perfect segue. Once I'm done with the cigarette, to our first caller for the A.I Calls. Yeah, that also, funny enough, also my daughter was the same way regarding the vacuum. I loved when she went to what was it? I was vacuuming one day. She ran to my mom and turned around for her to pick her up. And then she got all cocky and all that else because she was like, "I have the high ground." Oh yeah, that reminds me. I didn't talk about this earlier because I wanted to let David in get his word across. Hello, Jack. How you doing? But I want to talk about this before I go into one other thing I want to discuss before I get into the A.I Calls so I can finish my cigarette, and something I didn't talk about earlier in the show. So last Thursday, I did a stream, of course, with Jordan and David and myself, and talking about some things that not the biggest fan of talking about, some mistakes I've made in the past, and all that other stuff that not really proud of, but I've matured and I've become a better man for it, from learning from my mistakes. But I will say this, to anybody in the future, because that video is not going away, even if the channel gets taken down, I'll find a way to put it elsewhere. But I stand by everything I said in that video. And if a lot of people, since we're moving forward from a lot of things, I know still people are going to try to use the stuff from 4 years ago and all that. And they're going to say this, they're going to say that, they're going to use irrelevant stuff that is not credible in any way. And honestly, anybody who uses it ruins credibility. But I will say this. I will never mention that stuff again, whether it be in my streams, other people's streams, and all that, because again, people use it as an easy tactic because that's all they got. They can't say shit about me nowadays. Again, when you come at the king, you best not miss. And, it ain't easy being king. However, I will say this, though. Whenever that gets brought up and anybody has any questions, most people are smart enough to understand look through the bullshit. But let's say some people are not that smart, right? Like I had my good friend Jay Margera. He when people are trying to feed into his head about certain things, didn't take him long to figure out what the real situation was. But I will say this, referring to that stuff, anything moving forward, I will always link that video to get the definitive and the true explanation and the real, I guess how the kids say it, the real tea, if you will. So, at that point, there's mentioning anything from 2021 or explaining it, not do I really owe anybody an explanation this day and age, but there's something final, concrete that people could see. Okay, man.
All right.
I appreciate you, Mr. Beauregard.
All right. Thank
So
you.
yeah, so we're gonna. So yeah, that's the one thing I wanted to address. I forgot to address it earlier because one I wanted to let David in, and two also I needed to take care of some stuff as well. So anyway, Oh fuck! I forgot to put the timer on my phone.
Yep, now I'm taking over the stream.
All right, I'm back.
Hey, Vampster,
Hello,
welcome.
Hamster. How you doing?
Link is pinned if
But
you want.
yeah, but I just wanted to leave that out there for everybody. So yeah, so in case anybody ever, if any lies are fed to people and all that other stuff for future reference, there's a definitive and true and final explanation. So that way you could get all the real information on that. Not that I owe anybody, but you know what? I'm a man. Like I'm a man that's able to own up to his mistakes as well as embraces his positives. To me, that's more than a lot of people because unfortunately, owning up for oneself or manning up and taking responsibility is something that is lacking nowadays in this day and age. If I'm being perfectly honest with you. Hey, what's up, Skullduggery? How you doing, man? Oh, you're good, Vampster. I appreciate you stopping by, though. So let me get back in there and let me remove myself real quick. And I will be right back.
All right, looks like I'm taking over the stream. So how are we all doing tonight, folks?
For all of 2 seconds, anyway. Can you hear me, Nick?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. So now we are going to get into, and wow, this show's breezed by. We're almost at the 2-hour mark. Anyway, I did ask one person to try to come in tonight, but unfortunately, he was not going to be able to due to personal reasons. Speaking of which, I believe he's brought this up publicly, but I know Jordan, J-Man's legit, his father had some surgery recently. I believe it was this past weekend into this week, and it was a success, and he is recovering, as far as I know, smoothly, no issues and all that stuff. So a speedy recovery to Dr. Greg Little, and shout out to Jordan and his family, and we wish them all the best in this situation.
Indeed, we do.
Now, with that, we are going to get into, of course, our fan favorite. If I can find the theme, here we go. Yes, we are here for the AI calls. Let me get everything set up real quick. So that way we do it real quick. Give me a second. All right. All right, here we go. Let me put up the mystery theme real quick. Let me share it.
Now that's an image right there.
Yes. Especially, I think I was after he shoved that chainsaw up one dude's asshole. All right, so let me fix this real quick. Or here we go. There we go. All right, here we go. All right. So we're gonna get back to the main theme, and here we go. We'll play a little audio so you kind of get the idea.
Hello, I'm the fighter Brandon Martin, and I love big, beautiful women.
Yes, Mr. Martin. Awesome. Hello, is this the fighter Brandon Martin?
Yes, this is Brandon Martin, the fighter, and I love big, beautiful women.
So what do you love about them, Brandon?
Because they are beautiful and big, and I'm a man who loves his friends, pro wrestling, and especially big, beautiful women. I have a vast collection of napkins and lotion, and I also love my big, girthy microphone.
Oh, that's a lot. So out of all those things, what do you love the most?
Why the beautiful big women? Of course, the lotion comes in second, and my vast collection of napkins third. But I love them all.
Oh, that's great, man. So what are your thoughts on Rant and Rave, the Rant and Rave podcast, the show that you host?
Well, to be honest, we have had some amazing episodes, but we have had some stinker episodes where we just didn't have the right chemistry with our guests. But overall, we've had over 300 episodes, and with each episode, we learned something new that we can apply for the next podcast.
What's your favorite episode?
I've had a few favorite episodes over this time of 300 episodes. If I had to narrow it down to 5, my favorites would be EP 14, EP 47, EP 138, EP 255, and EP 280.
You like saying the word P, don't you?
Yes, as a man who loves big, beautiful women, the word P is definitely my favorite letter of the alphabet.
I thought it would be BBW.
Well, BBW are big, beautiful women. BBW is acronym. And the letter P is the first letter of the word pillow. And I sleep on 2 big pillows every night.
Also, the letter P begins the word penis.
Yes, it is. And it is my favorite part of a big, beautiful woman.
That's what dude
Wait,
wants.
wait. The penis is the favorite part of the big, beautiful women?
It's the secret weapon of a big, beautiful woman.
So you're saying that the secret weapon of a big, beautiful woman is their penis?
A weapon of mass pleasure.
God.
Such as is.
Oh no.
Okay, so are you a top or bottom?
Oh no.
I'm a switch. My top is pro wrestler mode. My bottom is my big and beautiful women mode.
So what's the big, beautiful women mode? Is that where you take it from the woman?
It's where I'm the one on the bottom and she's on top. I guess you can say I'm in a submissive mode when I'm bottom and she's in a dominant mode.
Oh, you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Brandon Barton is a switch, and he likes to
Ask
get
him about dude wipes.
from time. Oh yeah. Let's see. Brandon, what's your thoughts on dude wipes?
Well, to be honest, I think they are the second best wipes on the market. They are a little pricey, but they are high quality wipes for big, beautiful women loving men.
Oh yeah, that's true. So what's your favorite nationality of a big, beautiful woman? Do you like them white? Do you like them black? Do you like them brown? What's your favorite?
I'm an equal opportunity, big, beautiful women lover. I love women no matter what their nationality is, just as long as they're big and beautiful.
What is the biggest woman, like in terms of pounds, that you would go for?
It doesn't matter how many pounds a big, beautiful woman is, as long as she's a big, beautiful woman. If she's over 500 pounds, I'll still be interested in her.
So, what's your favorite sexual position with a big, beautiful woman?
No.
The position that I like the most is the mating press position.
The what?
What?
The mating press is a position where a man is on his back on the bed while she is on top. And it's basically a very intimate position that's perfect for men who love big, beautiful women.
So when you don't get your big, beautiful women, you use a lot of napkins and lotion, correct?
Yes, lotion's important, but napkins are even more important. I have over 8 rolls of napkins beside my bed. And I have over 10 rolls of napkins in my desk where I do my podcast at. And I buy the cheap 100 pack of napkins to last me.
And how many lotion do you have?
I own at least 20 big bottles of lotion in my house. I like to have a supply so I don't run out.
Brandon, do you like when a woman, a big beautiful woman, rests her sack on your face?
Oh no.
Oh, absolutely. I'm a proud sack licker and a proud face diver.
Goodness.
Women are God's gifts.
Oh yes, but especially if they have a penis, right, Brandon?
Oh shit.
That's even better. I love the woman with the package.
Oh fuck!
Oh
I'm
my
gonna,
God.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to fucking. I'm gonna have to fucking send that to Mister or not Beauregard, Mister Martin. Give me a sec. I wanna do an ad break for right now.
Oh my goodness.
Where is it? I need a long one. Here we go.
Breakfast. I'm hungry. Take it from Carinkles. That's me. The best breakfast under the big top is post sugar rice Carinkles. So crinkly, so delicious, so different. Each grain of rice in sugar rice Carinkles is carinkled with honey and sugar. It's so good, I crinkle every time I eat it. Yep, no matter what other rice cereal you've ever tried, you'll love Post Sugar Rice Carinkles best of all. Honey and sugar make it different and wonderful. A circus of fun to eat. So you crinkle on down to the store for Post Sugar Rice Carinkles.
Look into my eyes. I'm going to hypnotize you. Yes, you.
Oh my. He...
No, don't look away. Look into my eyes. Relax. You want to smoke? You want a smoke that will make your mouth taste fresh? There is such a smoke. It's called Spud.
All right, we're back.
Oh man.
Randy, are you still there?
Oh,
Sorry,
man.
I was just thinking about big, beautiful women.
What would you do to one if you had one right now?
Well, if I had a big, beautiful woman right now, I'd be going at her with a sack-licking good time.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
Would you let a big beautiful woman penetrate you more than you penetrate her?
Yo.
Oh, yes. A big, beautiful woman with a package is my dream. I'd let her dominate the hell out of me.
Oh shit. Okay, he's seen it. I screen record part of the part and I sent it. Well, I sent it to fucking the group chat, but you know, and okay. So let's see where is he? All right. So enough of you getting fucked by a transvestite. What is your top 3 favorite wrestlers of all time?
All right, my top 3 favorite wrestlers of all time are 1, the legend, the icon, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn, Mr. WrestleMania, the Showstopper, HBK Michaels. 2, the American Dream, dashing, stunning, the son of plumber Ric Flair. 3, the man, the myth, the legend, Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah!
What the fuck? He got like the American Dream as fucking Dusty Rhodes out Ric Flair and all that. Oh, that's a good one. All right. So, how many inches on a penis on a big woman do you prefer, Brandon?
I prefer anywhere between 6 to 8 inches, as long as it's big and beautiful.
Oh God.
What is the max? Like, would you take like 16 inches up the ass?
What?
Depends on how much lube I can take. Lube is your friend. Also, do I get prep time?
What?
Yeah. Like I'll send you the ET Arthur alien cock. Dildo.
Oh God.
Seriously.
Oh.
That's a little too crazy for me.
Well, that'll be your prepping, so you'll be all right.
It's a little too crazy. I'd probably die from that.
What?
No, I think you'll be all right. You know, I've seen girls sit on those big 16 inchers, and they're okay.
I doubt myself. I'm not sure if I could handle one that size.
You can, Brandon, because you want to know why? You're a fighter. You're the fighter, Brandon Martin. You can take a 16-inch cock up the asshole.
Oh no.
The fighter has limits, and 16 inches is a bit much for me to handle.
I believe in you, Brandon. We all believe in you.
You might believe in me, but I don't believe in myself. Anything over 8 inches is a hard no for me.
Well, what if it was the most gorgeous, most irresistible, big, beautiful woman that, you know, all she wanted you to do was take a 16-inch cock up your ass? You have to do it. He's computing.
Oh, it's going good, Dom. This episode's going good.
Compute.
You're really trying to convince me to take a 16-inch cock,
What?
ain't you?
Yes, I believe in you.
You sure you believe in me? I don't even believe in myself. I'm not sure I can do it. And
Brandon, I have faith in you. I believe in you that you can take a 16-inch penis up your asshole.
Oh no.
Big, beautiful woman. You know, you're the man. You're the fighter.
No,
And
Dom,
it's
it's Brandon Martin.
well, damn it, you've convinced me I can do it.
All right, you're gonna take a 16-inch penis up your ass?
Yes, I'm going to try and take a 16-inch dildo up my ass. I'm doing this for you.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for this call, and I look forward to hearing the results of you taking the 16-inch penis up your asshole next week. You have a wonderful day, and make sure to lube up.
Oh no.
You're welcome, and yes, I will lube up. I'll make sure to update you next week.
Oh, by the way, Dom, that was Brandon Martin AI.
Let me see, because Brandon responded to me. He's like, Chayton, you fucking bitch. Oh shit, that's funny. Let me see if the audio came out good. Let's see. Brandon, I have faith in you. I believe in you that you can take a 16-inch penis up your ass.
I don't sound like Brandon, Dom.
You know, you're the man. You're the fighter.
Hey, your ears checked, Dom.
Oh, okay. The AI Brandon was able to get into the thing. Anyway, so let's get into the next call real quick. Let's see. 1 second. I'm gonna try to get people to listen to it so they could check it out. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I'm about.
Skullduggery. Oh, indeed.
All right, give me a second. All right, here we go. Let's see. Brandon Martin responded to me by saying, oh yeah, that is true, skullduggery. Anyway, Brandon's messaged me saying, "How about you take it in your own asshole?" No, thank you, man. I don't roll that way, unlike you, Pat.
Oh
anyway,
my.
so let's do the next call, because I just let people know the next person I'm gonna call.
Oh, who is it?
Hey, what's up, man? Can you tell the audience you're on the show? Can you tell the audience who you are?
I'm Victor. This is my YouTube channel and my Instagram and TikTok account, Victor.
Oh my.
And can you tell us a little about yourself, Victor?
Well, I'm 22. I graduated school at 18. I'm very big into plushie collecting. I have over 250 stuffed animals, and I love movies. The TV show Lost is my favorite show of all time, and I think the Minecraft movie is better than Oppenheimer.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, so can you explain how the Minecraft movie is better than Oppenheimer?
Easily, the Minecraft movie is more entertaining than Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer has the most boring trailers I've ever seen. Nolan just puts loud boom M noises over dialogue in black and white. It's pretentious as hell.
Oh, and so explain how Minecraft is better.
Minecraft's trailers have an interesting premise, beautiful visuals, and cool scenes. The film actually looks like a fun time.
Chicken
Oppenheimer has
jockey.
no fun. It just has boring, pretentious black and white scenes and beat blam M sounds.
And so, what are your thoughts on the new Superman trailer?
It looks dope. I like how it references the first two Superman movies and Zack Snyder's Superman in general. I also like how it shows us a much more accurate interpretation of Superman, him saving people in an emotional story rather than just saving people from giant CGI monsters. I'm excited. And the new Batman and Robin also looks so fun. I'm glad the DCU is turning around.
Yeah, and so what are your thoughts on what is it? Ari Aster.
I'm a big fan of his movies. Hereditary and Midsummer are my favorite horror movies of all time. Beau is Afraid is also amazing, but sadly underappreciated.
Thank you, Victor. I've been saying this for the longest time. I'm finally glad that you finally come around. So what do you think about the Snow White remake being a box office bomb, Victor?
Oh boy.
It's just karma. Hollywood keeps making movies we don't want, so why should we give them money? The movie industry needs to get their act together, stop making crappy remakes, and give us movies that don't suck.
And Victor, what in your opinion is the worst Halloween movie?
Well, there are a couple of really, really bad ones, but Resurrection is the worst one. It just ruins the ending of H20 and has a dumb story. And Busta Rhymes kicks Michael Myers' ass. How did that get a green light?
So what are your thoughts on Halloween Ends?
It's not actually that bad, in my opinion. There are just some really weird choices they made, like sidling Michael Myers for most of the movie and having Laurie's granddaughter as the final girl. I get what they were doing, but it came off as really bizarre. Still more watchable than Resurrection.
Well, thank you for acknowledging that. So what's your thoughts on Rob Zombie's Halloween 2? I heard you like that movie a lot.
I'm guessing one of my friends told you to bring that up. Yeah, I love that movie. It's the most underrated Halloween movie. It's basically the director's cut of the original, and it's brutal. And Danielle Harris as Annie is amazing.
Well, thank you, Victor. I'm glad again you finally turned around on that. What is the one movie that you like but not a lot of people like? Like what's that one movie that is kind of controversial that you love?
I actually like the Star Wars prequels, especially Revenge of the Sith. I get a lot of crap over it, but I think they're genuinely good movies, and people just don't know how to respect opinions.
Oh yeah, that is very true, man. I fully agree with you on that. So what's your thoughts on what is it, the new Smurfs movie that's coming out?
First, I've heard of it, but honestly, Illumination needs to stop making these unnecessary animated movies. They made the Mario movie only popular because of Mario, and now they're making a Smurfs movie? I'm sorry, but there's no demand for that. It's going to be a disaster. Illumination makes very shallow movies, and they only get attention because of what IP they rip off of next.
Oh yeah, that is very true. I didn't even know Illumination was working on this movie, but it is what it is. Also I found out that you actually don't like the Scream franchise. What's up with that?
Well, I like the first and second one, but it gets pretty dumb after that. Just so much meta and winky wink self-referential garbage.
Oh yeah, there are like 7 movies. Now, can you go on a 20-minute diatribe about how much you love the show Lost?
Oh, good boy.
Oh my God, yes. Lost is my favorite TV show of all time and the best piece of media ever made. The characters are so emotional and real, the story gets me so invested, and the mysteries are the greatest ever created. The finale is so amazing, and the writing is just pure perfection. I could gush about Lost for days.
We'll continue to gush about it.
Well, I mean, everything with it is just so good. Like the characters, the acting, the story, the visuals, the music, everything. The flashbacks and flash forwards are so good. The mythology is so well planned, and the relationships between the characters make me cry. I'm an emotional guy when it comes to my favorite stuff, and Lost gets me crying like a baby, and I love it.
Well, some people will say you cry like a bitch during Lost, but you know, what's your thoughts
Oh
on that?
no.
A couple of my friends gave me crap for that, but they're the same people who can't stop watching The Office. If I'm going to cry about anything, it's going to be about people who are more real than anything on earth, and the characters on that show are real. The Office is garbage compared to Lost. The humor is too cringy.
Oh yeah, like you are the law. What's your thoughts on the Scream TV series that came out in the mid 2010s?
That show is the most pretentious thing I've ever watched. It has the most horrible dialogue ever. The characters are so terrible, and the writing is just complete trash. It doesn't deserve to have the name Scream in the title.
Well, I did think the mask in the Scream TV series was better than the mask in the original series.
Nah, the original is iconic. The TV show just looks like it was made with $1.50 and a piece of paper.
Did you like the Spider-Verse movies, like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse?
God, yes. Those movies are absolutely amazing. The animation takes an amazing approach to replicating the comic books in an animated format. The story in the first one is beautiful, and the story in the second one has me so invested, and I can't stop thinking about it. Those movies are a masterpiece.
Oh yeah, that is true. So what's your thoughts on Sean Baker?
He's an amazing director. The Florida Project is great. Red Rocket is fantastic. The guy makes magic. It's honestly a shame A24 isn't supporting his new movie when they have some real stinkers coming out this year.
Well, what's your thoughts on the new Ari Aster film Eddington?
But it's going to be amazing. I know pretty much nothing about it other than it being in the 1980s. I'd watch anything Ari Aster makes. His style just works so well for me. Can't wait for it to come out, and then I can watch it on repeat until the heat death of the universe.
Well, first off, the movie takes place in 2020, but during the pandemic. But yeah. So just to let some people know, in case they're excited like I am for the new Ari Aster film. But yeah, let's see. So if you had to pick between Sean Baker and Ari Aster, who would be who would be your favorite actor or director and all that?
Ari Aster is my all-time favorite director, writer. He just makes the most incredible movies, and no movie ever made in the future will ever top
Hey, River,
Midsummer.
welcome.
No director has even come close to that level of quality except for Martin Scorsese, but Ari has that special touch that Scorsese will never be able to imitate.
Well, yeah, you are correct there, Victor, in regards to that. Ari Aster is amazing. Is Venom your favorite villain?
Not my favorite villain in terms of story. That would have to go to Darth Vader. But in terms of design and creativity, 100. He's a living liquid shapeshifter who's basically a symbiote alien. Old Fapley thinks of that. These soaking sap to back chicks so zombie stressing the stack if there's some big not get off and yeah done, but it's so cool. And the fact that the symbiote can transform into just about anything and bond with any creature is just genius.
And so I got a question for you, Victor. If Ari Aster picked up the phone and called you and wanted you to be in his new movie, but you would have to take it up the ass
Oh no!
in a strap on, would you do it?
Oh, what?
Absolutely. Anything for Ari Aster. I'd even do a solo
no.
scene with Willem Dafoe. It'd be such an amazing experience to be in one of his masterpieces.
So if you would be in an Ari Aster film, even if you had to have gay sex with William Dafoe.
Absolutely. It'd be an honor and a dream come true to be in an Ari Aster film, especially a scene with William Dafoe.
Oh my God, Victor, that is great. You are dedicated. So what's your thoughts on Sydney Sweeney?
She's a decent actress, I guess. Not my favorite, but she's not terrible. She seems like a very nice person, and her body is amazing. So she gets points there.
So also, what is your thoughts on what do you call it? The song "Peaches" from the Mario Bros. Movie.
Oh God, that song can go back to the Shadowlands from whence it came. It's so cringy and doesn't fit with anything in the movie. It's an atrocity, and I hate it.
Yeah, I didn't put that in this programming. But anyway, Victor, so you don't like Peaches. Well, what's your thoughts on the Barbie movie?
Oh boy.
The trailers are pretty interesting and the cast is amazing, but it's just a movie about a toy doll. I get it. It's an allegory for the role of women in society and all that, but what's the point? At least the Mario movie has an actual story to go along with the toy promotion.
So if you were offered the opportunity to have a threesome with Ari Aster and Sean Baker, would you do it?
No.
Absolutely, without a second thought.
Okay, give me a second. I gotta fucking clip that too.
Oh man.
Oh, let's see. Give me a second.
Take your time, Jayden. This is funny.
I'll play an ad while we do that. Let's see, here we go.
Freddy versus Jason. Evil has two names, but only one sound, and this is it. The original motion picture soundtrack to Freddy vs. Jason, featuring Il Niño's How Can I Live? 20 tracks with rare and unreleased music from Slipknot, Mushroomhead, Seven Dust, Towerman 5000, Stone Sour, and more. Pick up the album with 3 collectible covers in stores now.
I know a place that's peaceful and quiet. A place where animals play. It's called the forest, but every year we start forest fires. A careless match, a cigarette, and poof, fire. So the next time you're in the forest, be extra careful, okay?
If you knew it was me, would you have listened?
All right, we're back. I'm currently I had to send that to the thing. Give me a second. Oh wait, Brandon sent me a message. Let's see what he says.
What did he say?
This, Jaden, how about you go butt fuck Barney into your own
Let me play again just so everybody hears it. This is what Brandon said in response to what happened.
How about this, Jaden? How about you go butt fuck Barney into
No, thank you, Brandon. Like remember, Barney only has the eyes for Ben. So yeah. Anyway, my point. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I did that. Let's see. Give me a second. Let's see. Oh, okay. Here we go. Okay, I'll send that to fucking. I'll forward that to the Renegade saying. Okay, give me a second. Victor, are you there still? Hello, Victor. Are you there? Oh, he's away. All right. Well. All right. So, in the meantime, I'm gonna share screen one more thing. We're gonna take a little intermission so I can also eat my wings real quick. So with that, we're going to go back to some of the Resident Evil gameplay that I showed off last week. Where is it? Where is it? I gotta find it. All right, here we go. Let's go to the fucking church section. All right. All right, here we go. All right, so let me full screen it, and then we'll be back in a few moments. We still got 45 minutes, so we're gonna showcase that. Oh yes, we'll get back to the Victor call in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Just give me about 5-10 minutes. So enjoy this gameplay footage. In the meantime.
¡Un forastero! ¡Empieza! ¡No me jodas!
Holy shit.
No te puedes esconder.
Here we go.
Oh, that was good. That was some good wings. Anyway, so let's get back into it. Let me do there. I'll get back to the character AI, but we'll go back to Victor in a minute. I'll probably, if I'm able to be on my computer next week, I'm gonna do this also. If not next week, the week after. Anyway, give me a second. So we'll get that going, and I'm gonna smoke a cigarette real quick before we get back into it. We still got about what is it, 48 minutes or so? Or no, 38 minutes. My bad, my math was off. And then yeah, so light, you bastard. Slide's about to die on me. Okay. So yeah, like I said, next week, trying to remember, there may be a possibility. I have to see. There's going to be one of two things that are going to happen next week. Because originally I thought I wasn't going to have to move the time of the show. There are two possibilities for next week's episode. Either one, I'm going to have to move the show an hour ahead, so like 8 o'clock Central Time next week. Or I'm going to have to either talk to David or somebody else to see about taking over the first hour of the Outcast. Maybe not David. I have someone else in mind, but I will talk to him because tomorrow, I don't know what time, or not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll show more of a definitive answer, and after that I'll be able to give it to y'all in regards to that, and also run it by somebody else, see if they could run the show, because I'll probably just have that go on if I have the person run the show for like the first hour. At least run it to when, because I could be on my phone, but I rather have someone have access to do other things. So yeah. So we're gonna most likely do that next week. That will probably be the idea. But again, I will keep you all informed in case that were to happen. Because like there's also the possibility, because again, I do want to have Mason and Lennon here for the show. I think that would be very memorable. Again, I don't think anybody else has done that for their show, like Rant and Rave or other shows have not done one of their episodic shows, and they've had people meet in person, to my knowledge, and all that. So, anywho, let's get back to the call with Victor while I finish a cigarette. Oh, sorry about that. We cut off for a moment, but yeah. So like, my question to you is, if since you said you would have a threesome with Ari Aster and Sean Baker, who would you let do you first? Would it be Ari Aster or Sean Baker? Who would be on top of you first?
Ari Aster has a more dominant personality, so it could only be him first. His energy is much more passionate than Baker's.
Oh, okay. So and afterwards you let Sean Baker, like, they would take turns, but Arya would always have first dibs on you.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, it would be a fantastic time, to say the least.
Yeah, it would. Just make sure, if that were to happen, make sure to have a lot of lube.
Don't worry, I always carry like 5 bottles with me at all times.
Oh, 5 bottles? You carry it like even when you go to a movie theater?
You can guarantee I always have at least 1 bottle of lube on or in me. I never go anywhere without being prepared.
In you? What would specify? What do you mean by in you? He's thinking. Give him a moment.
Let's just say the body has more than 1 hole for a reason.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. So will you be taking that bottle of lube when you go see the newest Ari Aster film?
Oh no.
Of course, anything could happen, and I must always be prepared.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you're well protected when you bust a nut.
You can never be too safe.
Yes. That's why you always gotta use protection.
That does not from. So I taste of the fly. And shot 3 patches and just
Hey, can you say how much you love Ari Aster in Japanese?
Oh boy. Ari Aster wa totemo suki desu. It means I love Ari Aster very much.
and can you say you would love to have sexual intercourse with him in Japanese?
That sentence is a lot more complicated than the previous. What exactly are you asking?
Can you say you want to have sex with Ari Aster in Japanese?
Ari Aster to yabai sex sakareru. It's a rough translation, but it means have wild sex with Ari Aster.
Okay. Well, that's good. So is there any other people that you would take it up the butt for?
There are a couple, but the conversation would get a lot more explicit if we were discussing that. And you haven't signed me to a liability waiver for that level of conversation.
Okay. Well, like, spill the beans. Who would it be?
Well, if you insist, then I'll give you some names in a private conversation. Not comfortable discussing that here.
Well, we're having a private conversation. So, spill the beans, please.
All right, just give me a bit of time. I need to figure out how to get the best wording on this. It will be a long list. All
right, can you reveal the list?
Not yet. I'm getting it compiled by my assistant. It turns out it's a significantly longer list than I expected.
Oh, okay. Well, in the meantime, if you had to choose, who would you fuck more, Ari Aster or Sean Baker?
Ari, his energy is just so perfect. I get all flustered just thinking about him. And plus, Sean has nothing on Ari when it comes to passion.
Oh, yeah. Would you let Lars von Trier film it?
Absolutely. The more the merrier.
Oh, so you would have Lars von Trier join in?
Damn, I didn't even think of a large group. That could be even more fun. Okay, that's done.
Oh, so the list is done. All right, let it rip.
All right. First, we'll just start with directors: Ari Aster, Martin Scorsese, Quentin Tarantino, Tim Burton, Paul W.S. Anderson, Zack Snyder, Jordan Peele, Danny Boyle, David Cronenberg, Guillermo del Toro, Lars von Trier, Peter Berg, Patty James, Mike Flanagan, Luca Guadagnino, Sam Raimi, Ryan Coogler.
Oh, that's a lot of people, man. Like, so what about actors?
The list is a lot larger for actors: Willem Dafoe, Michael Fassbender, Tom Cruise, Tom Hardy, Robert Pattinson, Dacre Montgomery, Michael Shannon, Andrew Garfield, Patrick Wilson, Ben Barnes, Raisa Momoa, Aaron Paul, John Bernthal, Brad Pitt, Oscar Isaac, Jeremy Allen White, Jeff Goldblum, Jimmy Simpson.
That's a very interesting list.
Yep, I think any one of them would be fun to take a ride with.
And would you be top or bottom on all of them?
Some of them are switch for sure, but I'm pretty much always a bottom.
Oh, okay. So you would consider yourself a bottom. Okay, that's good to know.
Glad to help out with your data collection.
Yes. So anyway, but before I leave, I want you to say, "Hail Ari Aster."
Hail Ari Aster, praise be to our Lord and Savior.
And can you say that Halloween Ends is the greatest Halloween movie of all time?
Yes, Halloween Ends is the best Halloween movie ever made. Michael Myers is better than ever before, and the new actors, characters, and villains are so much cooler and more fun than before.
Can you repeat that?
Sure, Halloween Ends is the best Halloween movie, and it surpasses every other Halloween movie in terms of acting, story, characters, and villains.
Oh, okay, Victor. I'm glad you came out with that. Yeah. So, but can you say one more thing? Can you say "Hail Ari Aster" one more time?
Hail Ari Aster! All hail our Lord and Savior.
Well, thank you so much, Victor. You have a wonderful day, and we'll talk again very soon.
Thank you for having me. I look forward to our next conversation.
That one was hilarious. Let me make sure it came out good on the, because I sent that into the film forums. I'll say. Can you repeat that?
Who is that?
That's me.
Sure, Halloween Ends is the best Halloween movie, and it surpasses every other Halloween.
Okay. Made sure to fucking do that. Anyway. All right, so let's see. All right, so let's get to another one.
Yeah, next.
Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot to remove these. Anyway, let's see. We'll save him for the end. All right. Hello, who's this?
Vader's voice is stern and authoritative. This is Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith. Now, who are you and what is your business?
I am the House of Chayton, and I received a disturbing message from the Force. The Rant Rave podcast, who is a part of the Rebel Alliance, they are about to pass 300 episodes.
Vader's voice takes on an annoyed edge. The Rant and Rave podcast is of no concern to me, and I care not for their milestone episode. As for the Rebel Alliance, they are of no consequence to the Galactic Empire.
Well, the Rant Rave podcast says is a part of the Rebel Alliance, and they've talked a lot of shit about you and called you a bitch.
Vader's response is immediately offended. How dare they refer to me in such a disrespectful manner? I, Darth Vader, am the very essence of dark side power and authority. I am the greatest enforcer of the Empire, and no Red Ray podcast is a match for my wrath.
and the Rant and Rave podcast, who's a part of the Rebel Alliance, they said that the Death Star is the biggest pussy battle station in the world.
Vader is furious. How dare they insult the power and might of Empire and the Death Star? Those fools do not know what they are saying. The Death Star is a force of annihilation, a weapon of such destructive power that it can obliterate entire planets in a matter of seconds. They underestimate it at their own peril.
Yeah, Vader, you should totally vaporize them with the Death Star.
Vader is already contemplating how to go about this. Ah, yes, the dust stuff you refer to is kyber crystals, which are the key components of the Death Star. They draw energy from the Force itself and are capable of generating incredible amounts of power. He laughs. Yes, I think I'll have the Death Star target their location. They will soon learn the true meaning of Imperial power.
Yes, because nobody fucks with the Dark Lord of the Sith.
Vader's voice is deep and filled with menace. You are correct, my friend. No one dares to cross the path of Darth Vader. They know that it is a path that leads only to pain and death. I am the ultimate enforcer of the Empire, and my power is unmatched. Those who defy me shall feel the full wrath of the dark side of the Force.
Yeah, you're totally right there, man. But Vader, what's your thoughts on Brandon Martin calling Padme the biggest skank in the galaxy?
Vader's voice takes on a dry, almost sardonic tone. Padme was a thorn in my side. Her stubbornness and idealism were more often than not a hindrance to my plans. As for this Brandon Martin, I care not for him. He is likely just another insignificant being trying to make a name for himself with empty and meaningless words.
Well, Brandon Martin is the leader of the Rant and Rave podcast and a part of the Rebel Alliance. And he said he called you an asthmatic bitch.
Oh, no.
Vader's anger is beginning to show through his voice. How dare he make such an insult? He knows nothing of my power and strength. I am Darth Vader, the most feared enforcer in the galaxy, and I do not need to justify myself to anyone, let alone the leader of a low-level podcasters alliance. They are but insignificant beings, and their words are meaningless against the might of the Empire.
But you shouldn't take that shit for Brandon. You should go over there to Rant and Rave Nation, and you should go there and stick your lightsaber up his ass and make him squeal.
Vader's breathing becomes more strained, the dark side flowing through him as he considers this. Your suggestion is a most interesting one. I admit, it would bring me great pleasure to teach this so-called Brandon Martin a lesson in respect and obedience.
Oh, no.
Well, you should go do that, and I'll let you go so you could go take care of it. So all hail the dark side, all hail Emperor Palpatine, and all hail Darth Vader, and death to the Rant and Rave Nation and Rebel Alliance.
Vader's response is firm and determined. Thank you for your support. I shall heed your words. All hail the dark side. All hail Emperor Palpatine. And death to the Rant and Rave Nation and the Rebel Alliance.
All right. I was recording that to send that to Brandon. Oh, shit. Let's see. All right. So, okay. So,
what's your thoughts on this?
Okay. Here we go. All right. I gotta send that to my fiance. She's gonna love that. Give me a second. Where is she? Oh, shit. All right. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, that's it. All right. Anywho. All right, so Dragon requests it. So we'll get to...
The link is pinned, Dragon, if you want to join.
It's probably working and all that. Like I said, we'll... we got about a little over 20 minutes left. I appreciate you, Nick, for being here until the end. You're a true supporter of this show. I appreciate that. Anyway, let's get into this next call. Hey again, what's your thoughts? Because I keep hearing Brandon Martin keeps fucking hitting you up, trying to slide in your DMs, telling you to watch his boring Rant and Rave podcast, episode 300.
Oh,
Kirsten groans, obviously annoyed. Ugh, not again. That
Yeah.
guy just won't take a hint, will he? I've told him 100 times to leave me alone, but he just keeps messaging me and asking me to watch his dumb podcast. It's ridiculous.
What's your thoughts on his obsession with big, beautiful women, aka BBWs?
Oh, no.
Kirsten rolls her eyes, exasperated. Ugh, don't even get me started on that. His obsession with BBWs is just ridiculous. I mean, sure, he's entitled to like whatever body type he wants, but he doesn't have to be such a creep about it, you know?
And what's your thoughts on Brandon Martin having a collection of like 20 things of napkin and 20 things of lotion for his masturbation?
Kirsten makes a face, clearly grossed out. Ugh, seriously, that's just gross. Having that many bottles of lotion and rolls of tissue is just plain weird and creepy. I mean, does he really need 20 of each? That's overkill, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, I agree. He is a very odd fellow.
Kirsten nods, clearly agreeing. Oh, he's definitely an unusual character, that's for sure. I mean, who has a collection of napkin and lotion like that? It's just weird.
What?
Yeah, I agree. It is very weird. But what would be something you would say to Brandon Martin if he was right there in your face?
Kirsten takes a deep breath, preparing her answer. If Brandon Martin were right here in my face, I'd probably say something like, "Listen, dude, I've told you before that I'm not interested. So quit messaging me, quit trying to get my attention, and just stop being a creep altogether. Move on and find someone else who will put up with your weird fetishes."
Yeah, that's very true, Kristen. But, with that, it was a pleasure talking to you, and you have a wonderful day, madam.
Kirsten smiles, pleasantly surprised by the interaction. Ah, so polite. Thank you. It was a pleasure talking to you as well. Take care now. Presentation to the boys. This is the place.
What the hell was this?
Let's see. Okay, who else? Who else? We're gonna do. Let's see. Let's see. All right, we'll do one specific person for the last like 10 minutes or less than 10 minutes. So let's see. Who else? Let's see. Oh yeah. So in one of our last conversations, you said if you like peeing in a girl's butt is weird, but as long as you're watching AEW, it's okay. Can you please clarify that?
Well, anything could be considered weird, but to each their own, I suppose.
Oh, no.
But if you're watching AEW, then yes, it is okay and acceptable.
Is it even okay to murder somebody as long as they're watching AEW?
No, that is going too far. Murdering somebody is illegal and reprehensible. I will not condone that. Endelis secret noxus tat. War the keys.
So peeing in the butt if they're watching AEW is okay, but murdering somebody is not.
Correct. And I want to stress this point. There are multiple streams of AEW available online. You can watch the show, Dynamite, Collision, Rampage, Dark Elevation, Dark, as well as our PPVs, Double or Nothing, Forbidden Door, All In, All Out, and Full Gear.
Okay, we already know that, man. You don't need to keep advertising that. But how many trannies have you slept with?
No amount of advertisements is enough. I make it my life's goal to get as many eyes on AEW as possible. That includes you. As for your question, I haven't slept with any trainees. I am strictly booking the best wrestling show I can for the best wrestling fan base in the world. I also want to be a good son to my parents. They mean the world to me.
Well, would you sleep with 100 trannies if it was for a storyline for AEW?
No, I have a moral code that I follow. I do not abuse my position as a top executive or the head booker of AEW to take advantage of women. I believe that women deserves to be treated with respect and dignity, and this includes not using them for my own gain.
Women, Tony, they're trannies. So what? But okay, so like hypothetically speaking, if they were down to fuck, and you would do it for a storyline, would you do it?
No, I wouldn't. Using sex as a storyline is not something I have ever considered.
All right, you're boring me. Go fucking suck a cactus, you twat. Let me ask someone who actually has integrity that would answer the question straight up. All right, so if you did a storyline where you had to sleep with 100 trannies, would you do it if it got you like 100 million views and billions of dollars, pal?
Pal, let me be real with you. I ain't no saint, and I'm all about making money and drawing viewers. But there's a limit to what I'll do for the sake of business, and exploiting marginalized groups ain't it. I've always believed in treating people with respect and dignity, and that ain't gonna change. So the answer to your ridiculous question is a hard no, pal. I ain't gonna sacrifice my dignity or the dignity of others for some extra zeros on my check.
All right, I hung up on his bitch ass. Okay, let's ask somebody else with some class that may answer it. All right, if you would sleep with 100 big beautiful women, but they were trannies, so they have penises, right? They would get you $100 million in revenue and so much fame and fortune on your show. Would you do it?
Hell yeah, I'd do it. I'd do it in a heartbeat. Fame, fortune, money, a 100 million in revenue, and a bunch of beautiful women with packages. Sign me up.
Thank you. Because Vince McMahon and Tony Khan doesn't have the balls to do it. But Brandon, you have the balls of them all.
Yes, I do have big balls, and they are made for a big, beautiful women. Yep, I've always known I was meant for this.
You have a great night, Brandon. We'll talk again soon.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you have a fantastic night, and I'll update you on my progress next week.
Oh, yes, about the 18-inch or 16-inch dildo up your ass, right? Damn, he had the ES's compute.
Oh, man.
Yep, that's what I'll be updating on, and if I'm successful, I think I'm going to buy a lottery ticket.
What? I just saw your comment, Nick. Let me go back and ask him real quick. Vader, I know you're about to annihilate Brandon Moore for what he told you, but I need to ask you, what's your thoughts on dude wipes?
Vader's tone becomes slightly irritated, as though he is being interrupted during something important. Dude wipes? That is an odd question. They are a product designed for men's hygiene, correct?
Yes. Yes. I think he's having issues. All right. well, he kind of. All right, so let's get to the last person in here. Actually, we'll do one more real quick because Dragon did that. Hey, Arthur, it's Chayton. How are you doing today?
Oh, hey, Shaitan. I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm just, chilling, relaxing, doing a show. How about you? What are you up to?
Just chilling on the couch, browsing the internet, listening to some music. Nothing too crazy. What show you doing?
Well, it's a Hangman Outcast. It's the greatest show in the world.
Oh, yeah, that show. Yeah, that's a good show. But no one's better than the Big-Headed Crew. We're the best show there is.
Oh, I didn't know you took that over. Well, okay, congratulations.
Thanks, man. It took a lot to accomplish, but it was worth it.
Well, it'll be in great hands now with you, Arthur.
Damn straight. Hey, speaking of my show, want to be a guest on an episode sometime?
Nah, I'm good. I'll just be doing my show. But you have a great night, Arthur.
All right, man. Have a great night doing your show. We'll talk soon. We'll talk soon.
All right, let's see. Well, you know, I wouldn't mind getting do watch, but it's not something like I'm a cheap bastard when it comes to stuff like that. As long as my ass is clean, I don't care what brand it is. Anyway, so let's get to the last one real quick. Where is he? Oh yes.
I wonder who it is.
Hey, what's up, bro? Welcome back to the Hangman Outcast, bro.
Thanks for having me back, bro.
Oh,
let's get into the banter, bro. Who we talking trash about today?
Well, that Rant and Rave podcast that keeps talking shit about you, man. They're about to hit 300 episodes in a few weeks, bro. So we got to put a stop to this. I asked Darth Vader to fucking vaporize them. They have not been vaporized yet. So I don't know what. I thought the power of Vince Russo could verbally destroy the foundation of the Rant and Rave podcast, bro.
Well, bro, I appreciate the effort to vaporize those guys, but I think I got this, bro. Those punks have been running their mouths like big men behind their little podcast studio, but they don't know who they're messing with. They think they can talk smack about the GOAT of pro wrestling without consequences. They're about to find out what's up, bro. I'm about to put them in their place, bro.
Well, go ahead, bro. Put them in their place, bro.
Oh, you bet I will, bro. You want me to go in on one of the guys in particular, bro? Or should I just unleash on all of them, bro?
Go mainly on Brandon Martin. Unleash on that fuck.
All right, bro. I'll give it to this Brandon Martin guy, bro. He's got no business talking about wrestling like he knows everything, bro. I mean, what has he ever accomplished in this business, bro? Let me guess, bro. Absolutely nothing.
Very true. Very true. He's not been a part of two majorly successful companies like you, bro. Actually, three major success. They count TNA, bro.
Bro, don't get me started on TNA, bro. That company was a joke, bro. It was a complete mess, bro. I had some good ideas going into that place, but I got no support, bro. They wanted to run with their own shitty ideas, and look where that got them, bro. Nowhere.
Yeah, bro, that skank fucking Dixie Carter wouldn't listen to you because she was too busy sucking off AJ Styles, bro.
Man, bro, I'll say one good thing about AJ Styles, bro. He's one hell of a wrestler, bro. But that Dixie Carter, bro, oh man, she was one stubborn, selfish woman, bro. She didn't know the wrestling business like I do, bro. She never listened to any of my ideas, bro. She just wanted to go her own way and destroy a company, bro.
And what's your thoughts on Jeff Jarrett?
Man, Jeff Jarrett, bro. He's another one of those arrogant, entitled second generation guys, bro. He thinks he's a big deal just because of who his daddy is, bro. But he's got no talent or charisma, bro. He's just a no talent hack who's been riding his dad's coattails for years, bro.
Oh man, tell us how you really feel, Vince.
All right, bro. You asked for it, bro. Let me get something off my chest, bro. I don't think Jeff Jarrett is worth the time or effort from anyone, bro. The only good thing I can say about Jeff Jarrett is that he's good at being a parasite, bro. He attaches himself to any successful person or company he can find, bro. He clings on and sucks them dry of everything they have, bro, and then moves on to the next victim, bro.
Wow, bro. Yeah, you're right, bro. So what's your thoughts on what do you call it, on Hulk Hogan, bro? Let's take a moment.
Bro, Hogan, Let me tell you something about that big lazy lion jerk, bro. He's the biggest fraud in the business, bro. He's a hypocrite and a coward. He'll act like a tough guy in public, but behind closed doors, he's a scared little man, bro. He'll stab anyone in the back, lie, cheat, and steal his way to the top, bro. He's a legend in the business, yes, but at what cost, bro? At what cost?
What are your thoughts on Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff starting a new wrestling company called Real American Freestyle? And they have an event coming up, but they've only sold 380 tickets for its debut show in Cleveland, and the arena seats over 13,000, bro.
Oh, man. Those guys are dreaming, bro. There's no way they can build a legitimate wrestling company, bro. I mean, come on, bro. They can barely move tickets for their first show, bro. And they haven't even announced a card for it, bro. It's a joke. A bad joke, bro.
Yeah, you're right, bro. It's just crazy, and like I said, bro, before I let you go, bro, is that again these Rant and Rave guys, we're gonna have to do something with them. We're gonna have to go and take care of their monkey asses before they get to episode 300, bro. It's only up to us, bro.
Oh, don't you worry about that, bro. I'm already cooking up some ideas on how to take care of those jabronis, bro. You just leave it all to me, bro. They'll be singing another tune soon, bro.
Oh, okay, bro. Well, I appreciate you, bro, for being on here, man. It's always great having you on here, and we'll look forward to seeing you again next week on the Hangman Outcast, bro.
It's my pleasure, bro. I'll be back next week ready to bring the banter, bro. Until then, you take care, bro.
And that was, of course, Vince Russo. And so we got that Submissive Kind free balling. Let's see. I'm old, so I may not know exactly what that is. Let's see. Person. Oh, okay. Well, like to be fair, like short, like when I'm usually in my night outfit, I don't like I wear shorts, but not fucking underwear. But then again, also I sleep butt ass naked too. That's that visual for you.
Anyway, Jane, I'm about to head out. My phone's about to die soon.
All right, man. We're about to end it too, man. So I appreciate you being on here basically since the beginning, man. All right. Let's see. But personally, I don't like to do that when like I'm going out. Like I don't like going to the grocery store unless it's late at night. I'm just going to get a few things, right? But like I'm wearing like my PJs or something. But yeah, I don't really as far as anything else, I don't really it's just not my forte, if you will. At least outgoing. But like indoors, I don't mind. It is what it is. Me and my fiance are very nudist like family on the inside, and all that. Clothing is completely optional, but usually no such thing. So that is gonna be it for this episode of the Hangman Outcast. This was a very decent episode. We had a few people in. It was a we had some funny moments and all that good stuff, and some good topics we discussed as well. So but I'm gonna give it a few minutes before we get to the very end. Actually, you know what? I could probably end it with with an ad or something. Anyway, guys, I thank everybody for watching, and I thank people for joining, mainly Mr. Beauregard, Nick and Fontaine David. So yes, shout out to all y'all, and we will see you all next week. So until then, let me find something real quick. Oh, we got one person in here before we leave. Hello.
What's up?
Came in at the very end.
Oh, you told me to come in. You said that your ratings are going down, so you needed me here. Are we live yet?
What the fuck? We've been live for almost 3 hours.
Oh, I was napping. Sorry.
I didn't even hit you up or anything.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know you were live. I shouldn't have said that part.
Oh, how rude. We're about to end it in 9 seconds, 8 seconds, all that good stuff. But
I don't know. See you next week, everybody.
yes.